I wanted to do a quick review of these lights that we got through Amazon. They took a little while to get here. I don't quite remember how long, but they're here now. And I installed them on a little seating area we have inside the house. So I thought it would be a cool little conversation piece. And I've got a hidden outlet behind here, which I'm not going to get into, but so let's talk about this real quick. First of all, they're pretty cool. It is quite easy to set it up to work. You just literally attach them together, and they come with these adhesive tape that you can stick to the back, and it will stick to almost anything, and hopefully it won't damage the paint. Who knows, maybe it will. But a couple of things you should consider, okay? One, and I think the main one, is that the sides are always going to be exposed. They don't come with any sort of plastic border piece or anything like that where you can finish off this look. So as you can see around the whole thing, it's always going to look like this. Does it bother me? Not that much, because from the front angle, you can't really see that as much. Even from the side, it's not that offensive unless you're like really like right there. Which, you know, not ideal. The other thing I'm not a huge fan of, and I don't know if you'll notice this. Yeah, actually you should be able to see it. So you can see the profile of the LED lights, okay? You can tell this is just a strip that's glued on the inside of this. And little dots, you can see them. It's not a big deal though, because you know, when you're standing far away, which you normally would be from like here, you can still see them, but they're not as pronounced as, well, I don't know. It might bother some of you, just so you know. You see, the more you look at it, the more you kind of see what I'm talking about. Let's see if I can get the lens to focus on that. Not sure if you can see or not. We're doing this in daylight, so, but they still give out quite a bit of light, actually. They are really nice. Now, let's talk about the cool parts, right? The touch sensitivity is actually pretty good. So like, I just put my hand over it, and it does work really well, okay? You can't, like, when you do this, it's not like 100%. And you do have to kind of give it a really good touch. But once you kind of learn how to use it, which is, you know, it doesn't take much, it is quite nice. These are pretty nice lights. They're fun. I think I saw something similar to this over at Best Buy, and it was like $200. So the fact that you can get this off of Amazon for as cheap as you can get it, you know, the price varies all the time. I think it's kind of neat. It's at the very least a cool toy. And I think if you get enough of these things together, maybe to cover a wall or to create some sort of artful form, I think that'll be really neat. So I don't have much else to say about it. I've been using it now for about 3 weeks. Everybody who sees it, they're pretty amused by it. How's that? That's probably the best term I can use, amused. Let's see. The other thing is, you know, I could have done a better job of closing these gaps as I was taping these to the wall. But it's not as easy as you would think, because you got the tape back there and you kind of have to put it in from the side. And this is about, I think, you might be able to get them more flush against each other than this. I tried to do that as hard as I could, and this is as good as I could get it. So your mileage might vary, and you might do better than I did. Hopefully you'll do better than I did. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and this review helped you decide.